Hey everyone, it's the Phoam Ranger here with another episode of Phoam Ranger Sports. This episode we are previewing Broncos men's basketball's big road game tomorrow night, Wednesday, December 10th, as it will play in Salt Lake City against Big 12 opponent University of Utah Lady Utes. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Mountain Time in Salt Lake City. The game will be available on ESPN Plus or on 670 KBOI AM. Looking a bit of the preview from BroncoSports.com, just seeing if there's anything notable. One thing that is notable is, as I mentioned about the last game for the Broncos, Danny Bays needed 2 threes to move into top 5 all time. She now just needs one made 3-pointer to move to 5th all time in program history for made 3-pointers. This is her first matchup since the year 2000 and the first under head coach Gordy Presnell. The Lady Utes lead the series at home 7-0 against the Broncos, and overall Utah leads the series 12-1. Right now, as mentioned, Danny Bays, 1 3-pointer will tie her for 5th. She's currently at 168 career threes. One made 3-pointer in the game at Utah will tie her with Jai Rodriguez, 2013 to 2017, and Nadia Bigay, 03 to 07, who are tied with 169. They'll be debuting their new black uniforms. And right now they're 8-1 on the season, which is the best start of the season since the 2020-2021 season. Should the Broncos get a big win at Utah tomorrow night, it will be their best start to a season since 2016 to 2017. Also note, Natalie Pascal right now ranks 11th in program history with 1,275 career points, chasing Connie Sandlin, 1980-84, in 10th with 1,331. She also ranks 15th in career field goals made with 461, and chasing Abby Muse, who played 2020 through last year, and Marta Amita, 2015-19, who are tied for 13th with 467. She is also 14th all-time in career assists with 273, tied with Shaylin Shaw, 2014 to 2018. And currently trails Missy Dallas, 1984 to 1998, and 13th with 274 assists. Now enough about that. Let's look more at the Lady Utes. Right now their schedule. Right now the Lady Utes are going into this game 6-3, winner of 3 straight. They're 3-1 at home in the season. They beat Sioux Falls in their season opener at home. They also beat the Utah State Aggies on the road in Logan by nearly 40 points. They also beat Utah Valley at home. Their first loss was at number 25 Washington. Well, they hosted number 25 Washington, I should say, my mistake. They hosted Washington and lost. Then they played at Syracuse and lost. Then they played at number 1 ranked UConn and lost by over 50. Then they hosted Weber State and won. Played in Montana and won. Then they played at Colorado State and picked up a 12-point win. Again tomorrow, they play host to Boise State. Then after that, they'll be playing against Northwestern at home. Common opponent UC Riverside at home. Then they play at Arizona. Then they host Arizona State. Then they host TCU. Then they're at Kansas State, host Baylor, at Houston, host Texas Tech, host West Virginia, at BYU, at UCF, host Iowa State, at Arizona State, host Cincinnati, at Oklahoma State, then they host BYU, at Colorado, host Arizona, before they play in the Big 12 tournament. Again, not really worried about dates, just those with their opponents this year. In terms of their roster, starts off with grad transfer number 0, Lanny White, 6-footer out of Irvine, Colorado, or Irvine, California, I should say. She came into the program from Virginia Tech. Then it's the other grad transfer, and Lanny White plays guard. Then it's grad transfer Avery Helmstead wears number 1. She is a 6'1" guard. Well, actually, oh, my bad. That was a position. I saw Gina automatically said grad transfer. Nope. She is a guard, freshman guard, 6'1", out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Then it's guard number 2, Les Need, freshman, 5'6", out of San Antonio, Texas. Then it's sophomore guard number 3, Brick Walker, 5'9", out of Andover, Kansas. Last year, playing in 30 games, averaged 10.4 minutes a game. Then it's forward Evelina Otto, number 6. Freshman forward, 6'2", out of Ventspils, Latvia. Then it's guard number 10, Grace Foster. She is a sophomore, 5'10", hails from Perth, Australia last year, playing in 6 games. Then it's forward number 12, Tyra Evans. She is a junior transfer from Michigan, 6'3", hails from Newcastle, Australia. And last year she was injured. She played in 56 games, 23 starts with 2 years at Michigan. 17 minutes a game, 6.2 points per game, and 23-24. Then it's number 14, Cameron Mafua, forward, number 14. Cameron, sophomore, previously played for California, 6'1". Last year was a freshman year. Played in 15 games in California. Then it's forward number 15, Lisa Blanc. 6'2", hails from the area, Salt Lake City. She is a redshirt junior. Played 9 games last year. Then it's forward number 20, Reese Ross. She is a junior forward, 6'1". She played in every game last year, averaged almost 20 minutes a game, 7.8 points, 5 boards, 1.2 assists last year per game. Then it's guard number 22, Ella Todd. She is a freshman guard out of Palatine, Illinois. Then it's number 23, Maddie Wilkie. Excuse me. She is a senior, 5'10", hails from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Previously played for University of Wisconsin. She transferred in before 2023-24 season. Last year, as a junior with the Lady Utes, played in every game, started in 6, averaged near 23 minutes a game, 9.2 points, 2.2 boards, 2.1 assists. Last year, 1.1 steals as well per game. Around the mount is forward number 44, Samantha Crispy. She is a senior, 6'2", hails from Castle Pines, Colorado. Previously played for Boston University. She's been with the Utes, Lady Utes, for the past 2 years. Before that, she transferred in from Boston University after the 22-23 season. Last year, played in 30 games, averaging only 9 minutes, 3 points, 2 boards per game, shooting nearly 53% field, 33 from 3, and 82% for charity stripe. Now let's go look at the coaching staff. Leading off is their head coach, Gavin Peterson. He's been coaching Division I level for 20 years. This is his first as a head coach for the Lady Utes, 10th overall with Utah. Spent 5 years as associate head coach. Joined the program in 2015-2016 season. For that, he was an assistant at the University of Pacific for 2 years, along with the assistant head coach and assistant coach, associate head coach and assistant at Hawaii. From 08 to 11, he was the associate head coach at University of Idaho. And from 04 to 08, he was assistant coach and associate head coach at Idaho State. What's interesting is it's noted that he earned bachelor's degree in justice administration at Hawaii Pacific. And his first full-time coaching position was an assistant at Hawaii from 02 to 04 as well. So he's got a solid amount of experience. In the coaching game. Then his assistant coach, recruiting coordinator, Jordan McIntyre. This is 4th season with Utah. For that, she spent 6 years in Montana, 5 which is assistant coach, 1 as director of basketball administration. Before she went to coaching. Well, Montana was her first coaching gig. Before that, she played internationally in Denmark and Luxembourg. And she graduated from Montana. Up next for their coaching staff is assistant coach Morgan Bailey. This is her 2nd year at Utah. Before joining Utah, she was at BYU for 2 years, and then before that, she spent 3 years at Utah Valley. For that, she spent 1 year at Southern Utah, 1 year at Snow College. She played collegiately for BYU from 2010 to 15. And she also played professionally in Finland from 2016 to 2017 as well. Up next is assistant coach Ryan Larson. This is the second season with the Utes. Before that, he was with the University of Wyoming. He was there 6 years overall, 3 as an associate head coach. So the Gordy Presnell and staff have some history against him and his Cowgirls. Before that, he spent 6 years as head coach at the South Dakota School of Mines. Before that, from 02 to 07, he was a member of the Augustana SD College men's basketball staff. He played for Minnesota State Moorhead in 99 to 02. Graduated from MSU Moorhead, and a master's degree from Augustana in 04. Then is Jace Henderson, another assistant coach. This is the first season in Utah. Previously, she was 3 years with Nebraska as a graduate assistant manager. She also served in 2020, from 2019 to 2020, as a graduate assistant with Montana, and was an assistant coach at Montana in 2020-2021. She played 2 sports while at Montana. Played women's basketball and volleyball as well. Then it's Jenna Ross, assistant coach. Doesn't list anything for her, so this might be her first year coaching, or might not be much coaching, but maybe behind the scenes work. Then director of basketball operations is Gianna Ulu Summers. Joy Trish is the director of video and analytics. Lindsay Kirschman, director of sports performance for women's basketball. Jessica Empfinger, athletic trainer. Laura James, creative director, marketing recruiting, and Ryan Odell, administrative assistant, support staff. Cindy Europa, student manager. Nick Zamani, student manager. So they got a good coaching staff. Now let's look at their stats. First we'll look at team, then we'll do player. We'll do similar for Boise State as a team. So for Utah, scored 617 points, almost 69 points per game. Nice. While their holding opponents to 541 points a season, or 61 points per game. So from the earth, they made 228 out of 521 shots overall for 44%, average 25 field goals per game. Their holding opponents to 200 out of 557 attempts, or 36%, or 22 made free field goals per game. And beyond the arc, they are 86 of 245 for 35%, or nearly 10 threes made per game. Their holding opponents to 56 out of 197 threes for 28% three-point percentage allowed, or 6 3-pointers allowed per game. From charity stripe, they were 75 out of 103 for 73%, or a little over 8 free throws made per game. So far this year, they've rebounded 340. They have 349 boards, or average 39 boards per game. They've allowed 313 boards to opponents, or they allow 35 per game. They have 154 assists on the year, averaging 17 assists per game. They have 154 total turnovers. This season, they average 17 per game. They forced 130 opponent turnovers so far, 14 per game. Right now, they average 1 assist per turnover, and they've scored about 14 points off turnovers per game, and they've held opponents to about 15 points off turnovers per game. They have 58 steals, or a little over 6 per game. 24 block shots, or a little under 3 per game. In terms of their player stats, Lanny White has started every game, averaging nearly 20 minutes. Is 34 of 87 for 39% overall, 11 of 44 for 25% for 3, 22-27 for 82% for Charity Stripe, averaging 11 points per game. So a pretty decent shooter. Has 7 offensive, 50 total boards, 15 fouls, 11 assists, 15 turnovers, 3 steals, 1 block shot. Somebody who is a little prone with turn the ball over, which Boise State would like to exploit. Matty Wilk, 9 his start every game, 20 minutes a game, 37.90 overall for 41%, 24.57 for 42% for 3-point range. So a pretty reliable shooter for them. Some of the Broncos can allow to be open, have to be contesting their shots pretty well, and there's only attempted 1 free throw that was made. Averages 11 points per game, 8 offensive, 36 total boards, 17 fouls, 25 assists, 22 turnovers. So someone who is turnover prone as well, but is really active defensive with the hands. 12 steals, 2 block shots, so really had to be focusing. So Broncos need to focus on ball control and being smart with the ball, not only dribbling but also passing around her or in her general area. Avery Helmstead is starting 1 game, playing every game, averages almost 19 minutes a game. 28 of 76 from the floor for 39%, 19 of 57 for 33% for 3, so a pretty decent shooter for them. So the Broncos can't really leave open either. Is 8 of 10 from Charity Stripe, averages 9 points per game. 3 offensive, 17 total boards, 6 fouls, 4 assists, 8 turnovers, 4 steals, 3 block shots in the year. Jarrett Evans has played in and started 8 games, 28.5 minutes a game. 28 of 52 from the floor for 54%, 2 of 7 for 3 for 29%, 6 of 12 for 50% for Charity Stripe. So pretty good inside, not as hot of an outside shooter. Averages 8 points per game, 8 offensive, 28 total boards, 17 fouls, 14 assists, 12 turnovers, 2 steals, 5 block shots. Taylor Evans. Then Reese Ross has played and started in 8 games, 27.5 minutes a game. 20 of 45 from the floor for 44% overall, 5 of 18 for 28% from the Charity Stripe. Or from 3-point range, I should say. 3-point range. And it's 8 of 12 for 67% for Charity Stripe. So another decent shooter. Averages 6.6 points per game. 6 offensive, 48 total boards, 23 fouls, 24 assists, 22 turnovers, 8 steals, 6 block shots. So some new can be pretty prone to turn the ball over, but really active defensively with hands for steals and block shots as well. Brooke Walker has played and started 8 games, 23.4 minutes a game, 22 of 35 overall for 63%, 6 of 13 for 3-point range for 46%. So again, that is a considerable percentage, but again has only shot 13 threes so far this season. So it's still a little difficult to really discern if she is a solid 3-point shooter or if it's just been more of selection. Only shooting when she's wide open. And if we can keep some on her the whole time, don't allow her to take any easy threes, that could help us out too. Averages 6.4 points per game, 7 offensive, 32 total boards, 11 fouls, 18 assists, 18 turnovers. 18 turnovers, 9 steals, and 2 block shots. Then last need has played in every game. Averages 23 minutes a game, 19 of 54 for 35%, 3-11 for 27%, the 3-point range, 6 of 11 for 55% from charity stripe. So does have some issues shooting from the arc, or from the charity stripe, I should say. 5.2 points per game, 3 offensive, 20 total boards, 16 fouls, 33 assists, 17 turnovers. Has 12 steals, so active with the hands. So Broncos need to really take care of the ball around here and be really cognizant and disciplined in terms of pass selection and ball handling. And 2 block shots. Evelina Otto, 1 game started, 8 games played, 13.1 minutes per game, 14 of 25 for 56%, all for 2 for 3 on the year, and limited 15 for 73% for charity stripe. Just under 5 points per game, 9 offense with 32 total boards, 5 fouls, 7 assists, 10 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block shot. And everyone else is lower than that, so we're not going to worry about the other 3 players, or the other 4 players for Utah, since they only average around 11 minutes or less, and they don't shoot the ball that often either. Now we'll look at the Broncos stats as a team. As a team, the Broncos have scored 667 points, averaging 74 points per game. And have allowed opponents to score 601 points or 69 points per game. So the Broncos do have a bit of advantage on that one. Again, as I mentioned, Utah only averages 69 points per game, which is just slightly over more than what we normally allow. But that means we're plus about 4 or 5 points. For shooting wise, the Broncos are 236 out of 534 overall for 44%, 26 made field goals per game. Defensively, they've allowed 221 out of 546 attempts of 41%, or 24.6 made field goals per game. 3-point range, the Broncos are 57 out of 145 in the year for 39%, or 6.3 made threes per game. Defensively, they've allowed 66 out of 223 attempts for nearly 30%, but 7.3 made or 3-pointers allowed per game. So Broncos definitely going to have to find a way to limit Utah's 3-point shooting a bit. For charity stripe, they are pretty dang good. 138 out of 186 were 74%, or 15.3 made free throws per game. Again, that is an area that Boise State has advantage. Again, Utah has struggled with charity stripe. Again, as I mentioned, 75, 103, and just over 8 made free throws per game. There's the Broncos shooting 74% from line and averaging 15.3 free throws per game. Broncos have 341 boards per game, averaging just under 38. Well, 341 total boards on the year, averaging just a hair under 38 per game. They've allowed 301 boards to opponents and allowing 33.4 boards per game. So again, the numbers for rebounding a little similar. Broncos have 152 assists for 16.9 assists per game. In terms of turnovers, this is going to be a little close. Because right now, the Broncos, which does favor Utah a little bit, because the Broncos so far have committed 167 turnovers on the year, 16.8 turnovers per game. Again, Utah, 154 turnovers, 17 per game. The Broncos have forced 173 turnovers, or a little over 19 turnovers forced per game. Broncos definitely going to have to find a way to take care of the ball this game if they want to win at Utah. Again, they average 18.8 points off turnovers, and they allow 18 points off Bronco turnovers. Broncos have 79 steals, or just under 9 steals per game. And they block 25 shots, or just under 3 block shots per game. So this is going to be a bit of a close game. In terms of the NCAA Women's Basketball Net rankings. Right now, Utah is 52nd in the net. The Broncos are 124th in net, so this is a big opportunity for the Broncos to get a massive win. I mean, I think this is a game that the Broncos can win. Again, they gotta shoot well, they gotta rebound well, they gotta take care of the ball. The Broncos can commit only 15 turnovers or less. I'd say that gives them a higher likelihood of win the game again. They gotta limit Utah's 3-point shooting, and we can't go long periods without scoring. We need to be scoring at will and as often as possible as well. I do believe the Bronco women can go into enemy territory in this game and get a win. And it'll be a monster win for Boise State women's basketball. So yeah, with that said, here's to a victory for Boise State women's basketball tomorrow over the Lady Utes. And go Broncos!